Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. Your run-of-the-mill parking lot master is back, where we get to try and actually get started on some commercial flights today, or at least hopefully laying out some infrastructure so that we can then start getting some commercial flights. So I'm going to let the game play. That way we can just keep generating our passive income from our landing strip and our general aviation kind of port over here. You know, it looks pretty good. There's some things that we might want to end up upgrading a little bit over time. I wouldn't mind upgrading this to like just a generic concrete, not quite asphalt, but you know, something a little bit more generic would be just fine. And let's go ahead and take a look at our parking lot, which is getting buses here and stopping and then turning around. I really hope they eventually kind of complete the loop, because I'm a little worried with them turning around right in this spot. Traffic could become a problem. We'll find out though when it actually opens. So let's go ahead into Foundation and take a look at possibly creating some sort of main thoroughfare that we can then attach gates and of course some commodities for our airport. So let's I guess we'll just start here, very much just right in the center of it all, right? We're also gonna have to hire our operators back. I think we currently have 8 deployed. You know, let's go ahead and bump that up to about there we go. Deploy some of the lads, not quite all of them. You know, you don't want to use up all your phone calls there. And you know what? We'll do this. In fact, the game's lagging a little bit every time I place something down, but that's okay. I think I need to get rid of the wall there and the wall here because it's actually creating some problems. We're gonna have to get some large doors for our guests, right? So this is kind of the front door, you could say, for our airport, right? So we're gonna have 2 large kind of plaza gathering areas that'll probably have some seating in it. We could also get some other little miscellaneous things, of course, inside as well. But maybe some information booths and things. So at this point, we'll just have a 2 wide corridor that kind of sticks out like that on either end. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really just shooting from the hip at this point. So, we'll see how this goes. Am I right? Uthris never messes anything up. Let's get these corners at least filled in. Alright, so we have a large door there. In fact, we might have to increase the foundation by 1. We're kind of using the unit of 3 right now for a lot of this. Alright, so that is a pretty hefty foundation so far. Did I go out 2? I did not on the southern side. My mistake there. Alright, so at that point, we need to look at how we want the security and the initial baggage check to work, right? So we can either do security on either end here and then extend this out for baggage check, maybe some baggage claim, huh? Right? Let's go ahead and repair our runway. Make sure this is operating to maximum capacity, so that we can keep making some money. Alright. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get some infrastructure, some sidewalk. Just like that. Just connecting right here to the bus drop-off locations. Like so. That looks pretty good. Let's also go ahead and just keep working on some foundational elements. I think I want to go in one from this, and in fact, we'll just do a 3x7 here. Now this could be security, this could not end up being security, I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna leave everything kind of an open corridor for now. which will get filled in as we go through. Like for example, here, you know, we could go in by 2. Don't see why not. In these key areas, this go in by 2, this go in by 2, and you can kind of just start walling off little areas, but keep it open, right? Because you want to be able to fit a lot of traffic through these sections here. All right. Now, unless we go to areas, we can go to secure zones because we do want our security to kind of start in here, right? So we are going to basically split this in half like that. All right, and then we'll go into items. We'll get a security checkpoint, something small to start. You can see basically just a portion of it needs to be within the security zone, and then afterwards you are basically good to go. So let's do, I guess, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that, right? And then we can look at secure zone exits in between. I think this is a kind of a common setup. Or at least, I hope it's a common setup. I'm not quite sure. Again, Uthris is retarded and doesn't know how airports work. Alright, we're just gonna extend that out. We'll go ahead and get rid of this wall because it's not really gonna be working out for us there. And I suppose we can just finish. You know what? Screw it. Deploy all. Deploy all the worker ants. Things need to be progressing a lot quicker than they are now. Yes. More workers. Grab a crate, boys. Good. And we're about to see the lights pop on, which is always, you know, pretty good looking in these situations. I can get, I can foresee kind of needing some sidewalks through here, right? Like just like that. Do some low shrubs in these areas just to fill them in. I kind of wish we had some windows to place in the walls besides just doors, but in theory I could just use doors instead of windows. Not quite sure how well that'll work out, but you know, that could work for us. Let's see how many planes we got landing. We got a decent amount kind of coming in for the night, and a decent amount waiting to leave. Holy cow! 5 in the traffic pattern. Busy general aviation going on right there. Okay, let's pause the game for a moment while I kind of think. I know I'm not really good at it, but we'll give it our best here. And we'll do something like that, I think, for our entry exit points, right? That'll be okay. And then now you're basically in the main kind of airport terminal. Now we could do 3 terminals. We could do a terminal up here, terminal down here, and then a straight one. We're a little limited on room and also money, so we'll probably want to start some smaller things rather than doing that. But I'm definitely going to have to really think about the size of everything. Because that's going to really affect the looks of this thing. If it's too large, it's going to look really weird. So I'm thinking a 2 wide. Or we can just continue the 3 and just do this way out, kind of 3x9. And then we can have kind of ports along all of this there. Could also, in theory... Nah, I was thinking about trying to get that rounded bit at the end so we can kind of get planes parking even more. But then it's just going to look like a giant dick and be a little weird. It'll be a little weird for me to talk about this whole time. So that'll be a thing. We'll get some items in here so we can get some gate seating. Or just some generic seating. I know there's sometimes some seating right after this point. You know, for people to put their shoes back on. So I think that's kind of important to capture. At least partially a bit, right? So we'll have that. We can put, you know, a trash can, trash can, trash can, trash can. Very simple. Maybe some large plants in the middle here. We'll see how that looks, and then we'll start, I guess, tiling this out, right? Because I don't know if we'll get to the flights today. We can also build our queue. Out here. Something like that. You know, you don't need a giant, massive queue. That might be a little overkill for everything else, right? Just gotta fill it in, and as long as it's kind of detailed out and filled in, no one's really gonna notice. So this one. Go out to there, out this way. Like that. Build queue here, so go out this way. Like that. And then just kind of rinse repeat this whole building mentality. Now this is a little bit thinner, right? Because the wall's a little bit in the way. There we go. That should work for us. Oh, wow, you can rotate the camera. Didn't know, had no idea. So that's weird. It totally changes how everything looks. A little weird. Okay, the planters are going in. We have some recycle bins. Pretty normal stuff. We could attach a bathroom, I think, probably. Something like this. You know, just to each end. I think that would be reasonable. So we'll go to items. We'll throw in... I guess male, female, right? So we'll do some urinals in here. We need to zone it first, though. Bathroom. And bathroom, and then items again. So we'll do kind of, you know, a row of sinks, 3 sinks or so. We'll get some toilets in here. And then 3 or so urinals, just like that. Here, ladies' room. I know they're probably going to be using this regardless of the gender. Really, that's kind of to be expected. 4 toilets because they take up more room. However, they get a plant. I guess we could get a plant. And a trash can. You know what, we could probably sacrifice a sink for a trash can. Oh, Okay, you can change the color of things apparently. I had no idea. Okay, so they're going to start building that out. Terminals kind of growing in size here as we go lengthwise. Now we will be adding like little restaurants and things here on the interior. We had to kind of research franchise and stuff, but let's just keep working on the front kind of gate and entryways. So these are going to have some information booths, right, to help people as they come in. So we'll have some info desks. Nothing too crazy here. It's like, oh, hello, welcome to the airport. Yes, you hate being here. We hate being here too. Some sofas. Really could go for some more seating types. 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, you can very easily just kind of fill this stuff in. Let's do a large planter in between. Pretty straightforward as a gap filler, right? Small at the ends. Then maybe a trash can in each upper corner here. And then some little armchairs. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, that looks good. Now we can also choose some tiles for the floor. You know, you don't want to have just a solid concrete. That looks pretty lame. So if we go to floor, we can see what we get here. There's some generic bathroom tiles. That'll be fine for the bathroom. So we'll do that. We obviously need to build a door for these guys. Check that out. Who would have thought we needed a door? Not me. There we go. People working on stuff. So there is the bathrooms. Let's go back to the floor a little bit. Now, if you guys remember me playing Airport Tycoon, that was a really fun game. Very similar to this. So we had this nice blue kind of motif going around a lot of these exterior walls, and it looked really cool. So we're gonna actually kind of do that again. There we go. You know, different areas could also, in theory, kind of get different colors to them. There's nothing wrong with that either. And our door is sideways because why not? Here, let's bulldoze these doors. That way we can at least rotate it into the proper location. So, structure, small door, rotate. There we go. That'll look a little bit better. In fact, I don't need near as much contractors now. So we'll go ahead and dismiss all, deploy 5 in case we need it. And that'll be it. That'll be probably all we really need from them. Alright, so for the center line, or maybe, no, not highlighting little things, that doesn't look good. Let's look good. That looks okay. There we go, and these are little rooms off to the side. Still not sure if we want to do the baggage check-ins in this section or not. We could also do it in here. Kind of do this half for check-in. And these could just be baggage claim areas. I'm fine with either. But really what needs to be done is simply fill in all of this. We're gonna double up this floor coloring. Make it a little bit more of a wider band. I think it'll make it look a little bit cooler. Maybe not in there. That's getting a little too tight for what we want. Oh, wow. Okay, why'd it do that? Yeah, I think that'll be kind of the end of that blue band area. In fact, it would be cool to kind of just do that. And then we can go back to the floor and redo this. Not the right color. Not the right color, not the right color. Stop. Stop. Hey. Is that this? It is. Okay, so this is basically one all the way across. Look at that. Just like that. Okay, and then the main floor, we could do like a polished wood. Would that look nice? I think so. Oh yeah, that's starting to look like an airport. Then go back to this for the info desks. That looks pretty good. Floor back here. I guess we can just do this again. For our security check-in points. And in fact, we'll use some walls like we did before and create some pillars here. This is a pretty open space, and it'd be nice to have some pillars, I think. So that's looking good. Grab that blue floor and make it really mark the exit. There we go. And then now we can just go around the edge. And down. Just like that. Probably take this all the way over and be fine there. We'll just take some bright color to the edge. And then we will change. There we go. Definitely starting to look like an airport. I mean, we're getting a lot of the key features down. We can add some office space kind of along here as well, and it'll start slowly look. Why does it look like a pixel person? Does this look like a pixel guy? Like this is his hands, his feet, his eyes that stare into your soul, and his really tall hat, also his penis? I think so. I think so as well. Alright. Tell you what, I think that's enough for this episode of Airport CEO. If you guys are enjoying this stuff, feel free to subscribe. We have a lot to do until we are up and running. But at least our board of directors have places to sit now. So if you enjoy the stuff, subscribe, leave a comment down below, leave a like, and I will see you all in the next episode.